Okay, so the Toronto and GTA February housing numbers are in, and they're pretty much meh. It's not really telling me a whole lot. I wasn't expecting this early on in the year, but I think so far it's really more about what's going on around the housing market. That will probably tell the story in 2019. So, to my quick rap sheet here. Yeah, it's actual paper, which indicates that total sales were down 2.4% overall for the month. No surprises there, right guys? So all categories from detached to townhouses and condos were all down for the month, except for semis. Interesting. Why is everyone going into semis? Where they were up exactly 20% in terms of sales volume and up 10.5% in terms of price. Does that say that everyone's afraid to get into detached and that's not the popular product anymore? I wonder. Condos in the 905 performed really well. Up 7.4% to, believe it or not, $612,000, which may sort of support the 20% increase in semis because the demand for detached homes, especially in the 416, just isn't really there right now, which makes it, I think, a very strong buying opportunity for those who are looking to upsize, meaning selling their condos or their townhouses and going into either a semi or a detached property, where detached properties are now just far too expensive and out of reach for people. But at the same time, townhouses are too small for families to actually grow up in. But do you want to know what the real story is with the housing market? I'll tell you more on the other side, right after this, guys. Well, it's the weather, guys. We as Canadians talk about the weather probably the most out of any other significant population on the planet of Earth, other than like Siberia. But sheesh, has it been cold, and the snow and the ice definitely makes for treacherous driving conditions. Heck, they even had to shut down schools a couple times this year, making the parents mighty unhappy. I mean, we had a relatively mild and comfortable fall and Christmas, but since the new year, it's just been ugly out there. In no small way, it has definitely impacted the market, or at least impacted people's motivations to even get out of the house to look at houses. It just wasn't like it was 2 or 3 years ago. But I will say this, like I predicted in my earlier video, we should see a slightly stronger showing in 2019 versus last year, when all is said and done. And now that the OSFI tests have fully sunk into the market, meaning all the cards are on the table and there's no more surprises, this actually bodes well for buyers in this market today. And on top of that, after some pretty weak economic news coming out last week, the Bank of Canada has indicated that there probably won't be any more hikes this year, or at least later towards this year. So you're all safe for the next little while. I would say at least 5-6 months, which was a completely different tone than what we heard just a couple of months ago before the new year. But as always, Toronto is a busy and dynamic housing market that can only really stay down or inactive for so long. It just so happens the spring market is going to start off a little bit later this year. Sometimes it starts in like February. When it was really hot, it actually started right on Jan 1. But hear me and hear me now. I predict there will be a few pretty busy buying months throughout the year. So if you're thinking of selling, you'll have to look at it and time it very smartly this year. And also if you're buying, in terms of trying to snag a deal, like you want to be able to buy and get in before the spring or the summer rush kicks in. So I think it would be wise for you to move faster and more decisively when you find something you like. So if you're looking to upsize to move out of your condo or your townhouse into a detached property, you know who you should be calling. And please make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you know when I post the next video update. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope it's useful to you. And if you agree with what I'm saying, then please hit the thumbs up, likes. It does help. But more importantly, I hope I've helped you make a better decision when it comes to buying and selling real estate. If you need more personal service and private consultation, hit me up. Here's my contact. Until next time, guys, hope you have a great year and stay warm out there. Bye for now. It's been a while, huh? It's really been a while. I'm R. Kelly sitting in prison. Boy, is he in a lot of trouble.